The signs of impending rebellion were everywhere. Corruption within the imperial court had thrown the land into chaos and caused the people to suffer greatly. In this time of uncertainty, the people found themselves yearning for change. Zhang, the leader of a religious sect known as the Way of Peace, fanned the flames of rebellion and formed an army. This uprising would later come to be known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The threat of the Yellow Turbans loomed like a dark cloud over the Han. Sensing their impending doom, the imperial court raised the call for troops across the land. Among those who answered was a man who fought on behalf of the people. His name was Liu Bei, and he was a descendant of Han royalty. Though we may have been born separately, we will die together as one. With this oath taken in the Peach Garden with his sworn brothers, Liu Bei joined the battle. For within his heart, there was no greater cause than to ease the people's suffering.
Hey! Come back! You have to help us! The Yellow Turbans are upon us! You have to save our village!
Know your place! We are the Imperial Army! We have no time to waste with worthless plans!
Help! Help! The Yellow Turbans! Our village!
Leave everything to us.
Has already burned out. Fools who would defy heaven's will, feel its fiery fury.
For the people, I cannot retreat.
What can a man of your indecision hope to achieve by defeating me?
All I desire is an end to the chaos.
You fool! The Han's days are over. Defeating me won't stop anything at all.
Perhaps that is so. But wherever people are suffering, I will be there.
You are so naive, you poor deluded fool. That naivety of yours will bring great suffering to those close to you.
Was his dream to save the people and the land itself destined to go unrealized? Thanks in large part to the efforts of Liu Bei, the Yellow Turban Rebellion came to a much welcomed end. Afterwards, he continued to fight on behalf of the people, but the chaos showed no signs of abating. Meanwhile, the Han Imperial Court lost the last vestiges of its authority and influence. It was then that the nobleman Yuan Shao rose up. We must slay the 10 eunuchs who are responsible for this corruption. He gathered together various warlords and eliminated the eunuchs. However, an even greater threat loomed over the assembled warlords. And that threat had a name, Zhuo, a brutal warlord feared far and wide. Zhuo manipulated the young emperor, soon ruling the capital through violence and fear. In response, Yuan Shao assembled the various warlords and formed a coalition against the tyrant. Rather than lament the endless chaos, Liu Bei wished to help the people who were suffering. And so, Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei found themselves heading to join the Allied camp. Before the sworn brothers stood the formidable gates of Shui and Hulao.
I see one or two famous faces here today.
Yes. Not only do we have Yuan Shao, the leader of the Alliance, but its instigator Cao as well. Yuan Shu, Sun Jian, quite a list of dignitaries. Ha! And yet our brother is still unknown. At least, until we defeat Zhuo here today, that is. The mighty Huo, I have cut you down on behalf of my lord, Liu Bei.
Fine work, Guan Yu. My brother.
That's the way! I knew you had it in you!
I am sick of weaklings. Come!
You know who I am? I am the mighty Zhang Fei!
Brother, together we will overcome this beast.
Thanks to the bravery of Liu Bei and Guan Yu, Zhuo was driven from the capital. In his new capital of Chang'an, he soon found himself betrayed and murdered by his retainer Lu Bu. Finally, the gales of tyranny had been expelled from the capital's hallowed confines. However, the damage to the imperial court's authority had been done, and the land returned to the chaos of countless warlords vying for power. There was one man who was left behind, cut off from the raging storm. It was Liu Bei, who despite his deeds in the battle against Zhuo, still had no land to call his own. And so he sought the aid of an old friend, Gongsun Zan. For no matter how Liu Bei tried to rescue those around him, the land as a whole would not be healed. Despite his doubts, he could not give up on his desire to help the people. It was then that a request for reinforcements came from Tao Qian of Shu province. Gongsun Zan dispatched Liu Bei and his sworn brothers, as well as his own lieutenant, Zhao Yun. Their foe was a man who was attempting to use the chaos to further his own ambitions. He was the one known as the hero of chaos, Cao.
My lord, are you all right?
Excellent. It's a miracle you're still alive.
Lord Liu Bei, I must thank you.
No, we hardly did anything. Master Taishu Tzu is the one you must thank.
Yes. I've never seen a man so dedicated to his cause. You are a true friend indeed.
I did what I felt was right. You owe me nothing.
I hear that Taishu Tzu is a wanderer. If he had a home, his strength would be so much more useful.
Indeed. It would be a shame for the world not to know of a warrior of such skill.
Someday. Perhaps.
Retreat! Retreat!
Get out of here! Lord Liu Bei rules this land now! You can't ride roughshod over it anymore!
Liu Bei, if you wish to fight Cao Cao, use me. He needs to be shown just how strong I am.
We can't let an animal like that join us.
Lu Bu is a man without a home. We cannot simply turn our backs on him.
Your kindness will get you killed.
Liu Bei and Zhang Fei earned a hard-fought victory, successfully defending Shu. Afterward, Tao Qian bequeathed the lands of Shu to Liu Bei before he passed away. Finally, Liu Bei had a land to call his own. Meanwhile, Cao Cao had taken yet another step toward conquering the land. For he had taken the emperor into his custody after rescuing him from the remnants of Dongzhuo's army. Sympathizing with the plight of the Han court, Liu Bei came to a compromise with Cao Cao. And receiving imperial edicts through Cao Cao, he did battle across the land in the name of the emperor. It was then that a dark shadow appeared to block Liu Bei from carrying out his orders. Lu Bu, who had been under Liu Bei's protection, used his absence to raise an army of his own. And within the blink of an eye, he had captured Shu. Once again, Liu Bei was forced to wander the land until Cao Cao offered his assistance. He agreed to take in Liu Bei and his sworn brothers and mobilized his troops to reclaim Shu. Liu Bei was extremely grateful for Cao Cao's generosity, and together they set out for Xiapi. There was no way that he could know what cruel, cold, and calculating schemes truly lay within Cao Cao's heart.
Loosen these ropes!
They're just right for a wild animal.
Shahu Dwin. Fine work.
Cao Cao, I hear that you make use of talented enemies. Then use me. The world will be yours.
Have some dignity, Lu Bu. Die like a man of courage and integrity.
Kill Lu Bu.
Cao Cao! Curse you! Why?
So, would you have shown mercy to that animal?
Kill me. I am ready to die.
No. Stand, Zhang Liao. You will be an integral part of my plans.
After defeating Lu Bu at Xiapi, Liu Bei and his brothers were greeted warmly by Cao Cao. However, Liu Bei was unable to clear the uneasiness from his heart. He chastised himself for being too kind, too soft, and for not possessing the cold cruelty of Cao Cao. It was then that a secret order arrived from the Emperor. Cao Cao must be slain! It was a cry for help from the Emperor himself, who had grown weary of Cao Cao's tyranny. Liu Bei thought to himself, if he were to slay Cao Cao, to whom he was so indebted, then he would be no better than Lu Bu. As Liu Bei struggled with his indecision, the order was given to eliminate Yuan Shu, who had attempted to usurp the imperial throne. Having bided his time in turning on Cao Cao, Liu Bei saw this as a perfect opportunity. Together with his troops, he led a rebellion in Shu. However, the chaos would once again prove cruel to Liu Bei. Cao Cao's massive army dealt his forces a resounding defeat. And during the course of the battle, he lost track of Guan Yu as well.
I think that's enough.
My lord.
Master Shu Huang, this fight isn't over yet.
Look at that. He's not running. The god of war indeed. Loyal to the very last. Lord Cao Cao has great interest in you. In fact, why not just come and join our forces right now?
I would never.
What if your surrender were needed to save Liu Bei? Lord Cao Cao is determined to pursue Liu Bei. He has even taken his family hostage. You can bide your time fighting Shu Huang if you like. Or you can join Lord Cao Cao and distract him from his pursuit of Liu Bei.
But Master Guan Yu! As you say, our fight isn't over yet. I must train so that I am a better match for you when next we meet.
The chaos continued to torment him, a man of unparalleled kindness and purity. And so, he sought the help of Yuan Shao, the one man who could oppose Cao Cao. He soon found himself on the fields of Guandu, where Cao Cao and Yuan Shao were already engaged in battle. As he prepared for this great conflict, he quietly cursed his lack of strength.
Only ever tried to do what was right, with all the strength I had. But my actions have seen much blood spilled, and now Guan Yu may be dead. All I ever wanted was to help the suffering of the people, however I could.
And what's wrong with that?
Zhao Yu!
I am here, my lord, to join you in your cause as I promised.
Why?
You could have looked the other way, but you didn't. That is why.
Thank you.
Guan Yu awaits a challenge. Come and face me if you dare.
You are not so much of a fool that you would not have heard of us.
Truly you have realized you cannot win, and have come to beg for mercy.
Silence your heads. We'll make a fine offering of gratitude to Lord Cao Cao.
Lord Guan Yu. It appears we have managed to give our pursuers the slip. It's good to see you safe, my lord.
Don't worry about me. What about Guan Yu? Damn. That idiot! How could he fight for Cao Cao? I'll kill him!
That is enough.
But, brother!
I will wait.
Brother!
We must have faith. I know in my heart that Guan Yu has not forgotten his oath.
The heavens had completely abandoned Liu Bei. Without Liu Bei at Guandu, Cao Cao emerged victorious. He seized the Central Plains and became the largest force in all of the land. Meanwhile, thanks to the efforts of Zhao Yun, Liu Bei was able to escape the clutches of Yuan Shao and Cao Cao. Searching for a land of his own, he called upon Liu Biao of Jing province. With no troops or land, Liu Bei had been abandoned by the fates. However, there was still one man who had not yet abandoned him.
Guan Yu!
So he's really sided with Cao Cao. All right. You know, I always wanted to fight you one time.
Zhang Fei, perhaps another time, my friend.
What?
Guan Yu, prepare to die!
Brother, at last I have found you.
Guan Yu.
My place is here, beside you, my lord and brother.
I knew it! I knew it! Our brother would never betray us! Deep down, I always knew that!
Liu Bei, a man for whom reality fell far short of his idealistic dreams. He desperately sought an answer to his problems. After Liu Bei fled to Jing, Liu Biao granted him the land of Xinye. For the first time since the chaos had begun, he finally had a place to call home. And there, Liu Bei quietly ruminated on his ambitions. His dream of helping to ease the people's suffering the cruel reality that he had not accomplished nearly enough. He needed someone who could provide him with a way to turn his dream into a reality. The province of Zhang, being located in the center of the land, was bustling with travelers coming and going. Despite its vibrancy, Liu Bei would not easily find his answer there. Then, suddenly, Liu Bei's days of peaceful reflection came to a crashing end. His rude awakening came at the hands of Cao Cao, who was practical to the point of cruelty and had no qualms about using power to take what he wanted. Together with Zhang Fei and his allies, Liu Bei stood before the encroaching threat of Cao Cao's army. Would his ideals be swallowed by the depths of Cao Cao's ambition?
Mighty armies now encroach upon Jing province. Cao Cao's methods are heartless and cruel. But what should I do?
Maybe you're overthinking things. You need to do things your own way. You'll always have us on your side.
Interesting. If he had the sleeping dragon in his ranks, Liu Bei would be unstoppable.
And who are you? Ha! Easy as you like.
No. Alone, we would have struggled mightily. This is thanks to Shu, to the power of intelligence.
If you say so.
My role here is over.
But why? Why won't you stay as our strategist?
Zhuge Liang is a reclusive genius. He has the ability to see the bigger picture. I am a mere amateur beside him. You must secure his cooperation.
It was a battle of minds. Shu cleverly directed the bravery of Zhang Fei and the others, and successfully repelled Cao Cao's army. It was he who recommended to Liu Bei the land's most brilliant strategist, Zhuge Liang. Liu Bei believed he had finally found the man he had long been searching for. However, despite paying 2 visits to Zhuge Liang's home, he still had been unable to meet him. Zhang Fei and Guan Yu were deeply offended, but Liu Bei continued on, paying yet another visit to the home. For if it would help him save the people, he would pay as many visits as it took. And so, it was then that Liu Bei finally found his answer.
This is your 3rd visit. What is it that you want so badly from me?
I wish to benefit from your wisdom. Tell me what must be done. I know what I want to do. I want to ease the people's suffering, but...
But you save one person, and it just brings suffering to another.
What should I do?
Benevolence is a tricky thing. Benevolence means valuing the feelings of the people over efficiency or profit. Cao Cao's way is to seize control of the land through brute force. While your path leads the people to a land of benevolence. Your path is that of a true leader of men. But to make it more than just a dream, you must have the courage to unite the land.
I fear I am incapable.
My lord, if you truly want to make it happen, then listen, for I can help you.
A world of virtue ruled by righteousness. That was the goal that Zhuge Liang put before Liu Bei. However, with his current strength, such a world was but a far-off dream. His weakness was underscored by the fact that Cao Cao's army had once again launched an attack on the province of Jing. Although Zhuge Liang's clever tactics allowed them to avoid catastrophe, Liu Bei's future seemed grim indeed. Following Liu Biao's death, his successor Liu Cong surrendered to Cao Cao. With nothing left to fight for, Liu Bei fled from Cao Cao's army and headed south. Time was of the essence, but something was slowing down the pace of his army's march. The reason? Liu Bei had taken all of the people from Jing with him. His virtue served as a beacon for the downtrodden. And Liu Bei too refused to give up on his comrades, who dreamed like he did of a world of peace. Slowed down by the people, Liu Bei's army was finally caught by Cao Cao at Changban. Was the world of virtue destined to end as a dream before the overwhelming might of Cao Cao's army? Liu Bei and Zhao Yun, as well as the people themselves, were about to be tested.
What? Leave it to me. I will bring him to safety. You must keep moving.
Leave these guys to me, boy!
All right! My lord! Don't worry. I will keep you safe, little one. I swear it. On my life.
The rest is up to you!
Here stands the mighty Zhang Fei! Any of you who wish to taste death? Step forward! Bring it on!
Prepare yourself, Guan Yu. Zhang Liao, you are a remarkable warrior. I am my lord's blade. I cut him a path. Your blade is indecisive. I could never lose to you. Silence!
Guan Yu, are you all right?
Look who's come wandering back. You're mine, brother! You don't know when to quit!
My lord!
How? Any normal opponent would have been dead by now. No matter how many times we are defeated, we will continue fighting to keep our brother safe. His benevolence gives us the strength to go on.
More forces are approaching. Come, men.
You'll see. The day will come when our brother's virtue will overcome Cao Cao.
Due to the fierce display of might shown by Zhao Yun and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei was able to safely escape to Changsha. Having defeated Liu Bei, Cao Cao confidently turned his army towards Jiangdong. Sensing Cao Cao's intentions, Zhuge Liang went and proposed an alliance to Sun Quan. For Sun Quan, there was little merit in joining forces with Liu Bei's meager army. But Liu Bei was the only one in the land willing to oppose the might of Cao Cao. Uncertain of how to proceed, Sun Quan was approached by Zhuge Liang. He explained that Liu Bei would continue fighting even if Sun Quan were to surrender. For he would not give up until he had made his dream come true, no matter what the cost.
My lord, we cannot bow before a scoundrel like Cao Cao.
But we cannot hope to match the might of his army. We must surrender.
Cao Cao's demand for our surrender. Liu Bei's request for an alliance. What would my father have done? Or my brother? Surrender. Alliance. Both options are reasonable, I think. But I have faith in Wu. Faith in you all. Therefore, I must think of our future. We will fight! We will join forces with Liu Bei and defeat Cao Cao! From now on, any who suggest surrender will share in this desk's fate!
Meanwhile, Liu Bei dispatched Zhao Yun to the battle so that he could launch a joint attack with Sun Quan. Soon, the site of their decisive battle, Chibi, was filled with Cao Cao's massive naval forces. And facing them was the hastily formed alliance of Liu Bei and Sun Quan. As the two armies prepared to engage in heated battle, neither side could know that the key to victory lay in the palm of the sleeping dragon's hand.
The fate of this battle depends upon the direction of the wind. We must ensure that our strategists' attempts to control the wind are unobstructed.
Cao Cao's certainly not sparing any men this time, huh? And our brother, he wants us to tackle that lot head on.
You're not scared, my lord.
I'm excited, boy. I'm looking forward to a decent fight.
That's funny. I was just thinking the same thing. Besides, our strategist has prepared a plan that cannot fail.
Go. I couldn't kill Cao Cao. I just couldn't.
I know. I had already taken that fact into consideration. With this, the stage is now set for Lord Liu Bei's rise to power. It is time to walk a path fraught with great danger.
The alliance between Liu Bei and Sun Quan struck a resounding victory at Chibi. This crushing defeat forced Cao Cao to put his ambitions on hold. However, as Cao Cao had managed to escape unharmed, Sun Quan was unable to take any decisive actions. As long as Cao Cao was alive, they must slowly chip away at his strength and work towards building their ideal world. This was Zhuge Liang's plan to help Liu Bei turn his dream into reality. With Cao Cao unable to strike, Liu Bei turned his attention away from Sun Quan and built up his military forces. He then invaded 4 of the territories in southern Jing. Upon being sent to attack Changsha, Guan Yu found himself face to face with a most powerful opponent. It was the veteran general Huang Zhang, who served beneath Han Xuan, the prefect of Changsha.
Han Xuan is a weakling. But if he has experienced officers in his ranks, then this may take some time.
Han Xuan accuse Huang Zhong being traitor. I killed Han Xuan. Wei Yan here has killed the lord of the castle. We humbly surrender. It was an honor to have fought against you, Lord Guan Yu. Do what you will with us, but please spare the innocents in the castle.
Our brother will treat you all with mercy.
And so, Liu Bei obtained the 4 territories of southern Jing, as well as the skilled officers Wei Yan and Huang Zhang. He was also joined by the strategist Pang Tong, who was said to be a match for even Zhuge Liang himself. Meanwhile, in return for his assistance at Chibi, Sun Quan demanded that Liu Bei hand over Jing. Zhuge Liang replied only that they would eventually return the province, but he did not give a clear answer as to when. Furious though he was, Sun Quan deemed it too dangerous to attack Liu Bei at that time. Instead, he sent his younger sister, Sun Shangxiang, to marry Liu Bei in the hope that it would improve relations between the two kingdoms. It was then that Liu Bei received a request for reinforcements from Liu Zhang of Yi. Fearful of Cao Cao after his conquering of Guan, he had come to ask his relative Liu Bei for assistance. Zhuge Liang and Pang Tong recommended that they go on the pretense of assisting Liu Zhang, but then attack him instead. The land of Yi to the west, also known as Ba Shu. If Liu Bei could capture that territory, then the land would be divided in 3 between Cao Cao, Sun Quan, and himself. This was the path to his land of virtue. This was Zhuge Liang's 3 kingdoms strategy. Though he did move to assist Pang Tong and the others, Liu Bei did not attack Liu Zhang. Even standing before Yi's Luo Castle, he did not make a move. For within him was a virtuous heart that he could not turn against.
So you won't consider attacking Chengdu, huh?
I cannot betray Lord Liu Zhang.
But my lord, the people of Yi province desire your rule.
Silence. My army stays put. That is an order.
Now then, I hope you don't mind helping me out, lads.
Not at all! I crush enemy!
Well, well. That was tougher than I thought.
Pang Tong, what have you done?
Thank you!
My lord!
What is this?
Hear those voices, my lord? The people of Yi province are happy.
These people. They were waiting for me.
Go on. Go to them.
Excellent! This is... You're hurt!
It seems I will be making my exit earlier than planned. Zhuge Liang, it is in your hands.
Though Pang Tong was lost, cheers of joy from Liu Bei's army and his peasant followers flooded Luo Castle. Liu Bei could not help but think that this was not the right path. But to avenge Pang Tong's death, and to answer the fervent desires of the people of Yi, Liu Bei advanced his army on the Yi capital of Chengdu. For he had finally made up his mind to attack Liu Zhang. Meanwhile, hearing of Pang Tong's death, Zhuge Liang left Guan Yu in charge of Jing and set out to join the battle. He joined up with Liu Bei, and together they looked to swiftly capture Chengdu. driven by the lost dreams of his fallen friend and ally. The dragon would soar over the hills of Yi, where the feathers of the phoenix lay scattered in the wind.
If we can secure Chengdu, Yi province will be ours. Lord Liu Bei will finally have a country of his own. And with the land divided in three, then...
I bring news. Lord Zhang Fei has gone to Lord Liu Bei's aid. Our troops await your orders.
Very well. All forces, advance. It is clear that you were not great enough to rule in this time of strife.
And Liu Bei? He is great enough?
A benevolent ruler. With Chengdu in his hands, that is what Lord Liu Bei has become.
All was proceeding just as Zhuge Liang had envisioned. Liu Bei captured Yi, claiming the territory as his own. And the land found itself divided into three, with Liu Bei of Shu, Cao Cao of Wei, and Sun Quan of Wu. At long last, Zhuge Liang's three-kingdom strategy had come to fruition. Against this backdrop, the province of Jing, located at the center of these three kingdoms, grew more important than ever. While relations between Shu and Wu had worsened as they fought for control of the province, that all changed when Wei invaded Hanzhong. Liu Bei proposed a ceasefire with Sun Quan and returned to him the eastern portion of Jing. And in return for the land, he asked that Wu participate in a joint attack against Wei at Hefei. Just as they promised, Wu attacked Hefei. For a while, Jing once again knew peace. Having secured Jing, Zhuge Liang sent Huang Zhang and other top generals to take the fight to Wei. The battle would take place on Hanzhong's Mount Dingjun. It was there that Zhuge Liang realized that the land of virtue they had sought for so long was finally within their grasp.
The enemy ranks are as clear as day. Ha! That's quite a shot. It's too far. There's no point. Unless you're as good as me. Securing Hanzhong will bring stability to the kingdom of Shu. After all, even we old folks have to think about the future sometimes. Come, boy. You haven't beaten me yet!
Know when to give up, old man. Take him away.
Lord Cao Cao's forces are here!
My lord, I hope what we have achieved will please him.
How? Catch me if you can!
Come on! It breaks now?
Last time I acted as a decoy.
He runs away fast, I'll say that much.
Cao Cao is gone, I see.
He said something about being a decoy. Just a bad loser.
I hope you are right. Maybe. Lord Guan Yu.
At Hanzhong, Cao Cao seemed almost too calm and collected. Zhuge Liang could not help but feel uneasy. With Hanzhong under its control, Shu had stabilized as a country and was gaining momentum. As if in celebration of their good fortune, Guan Yu marched north from Jing and attacked Wei at Fan Castle. If they could bring down Fan Castle, there would be nothing left standing between them and the Han capital of Shechang. With everything going so well, there was no reason to expect that their Wu allies would betray them. However, no matter what Zhuge Liang did, his worries could not be eased. Then, as the stage switched to east of Hanzhong at Fan Castle in Jing, waves of emotion flooded over Guan Yu as he gazed upon Fan Castle, where Cao Ren lay in wait. For finally, the dream that Liu Bei had pursued for so many years was about to become a reality. To forge a path to that world of virtue, Guan Yu and his sons would fight to the bitter end.
Impressive spirit, boy. You win, for now.
Enough, my son.
Father.
The enemy will be back soon. More importantly,
Please don't subject Lord Liu Shan to any more danger.
You did very well, Guan Ping. No, my lord. I had no idea you were that strong. Wouldn't you agree, Xing Tsai?
Yes.
my son, you've become very strong. You bring me great pride.
Father.
The God of War's battle plan was flawless. That is, until the surprise attack came.
The enemy numbers are far greater than we had imagined.
Father, you must withdraw!
King, what about you?
I will stay here in the castle and keep the enemy occupied. Brother, you must keep our father safe.
Of course.
son. You must stay alive, live, and support your brother.
What are you talking about?
And give my lord and Zhang Fei a message for me. Tell them I'm sorry I broke my promise. Farewell, my son. I have always been proud of you.
Father!
Due to the treachery of his supposed ally Wu, Guan Yu was slain in battle. And in an instant, the bonds so carefully formed between Shu and Wu through Sun Shangxiang's marriage were torn apart. Meanwhile, the tides of change were swelling within the Wei camp as well. Cao Cao, the hero of chaos, died and was succeeded by his son Cao Pi. Following in his father's footsteps of conquest, Cao Pi demanded the Han Emperor abdicate the throne and declared himself Emperor of Wei. In response, Zhuge Liang advised Liu Bei to stake his own claim on the throne. He reminded Liu Bei that he was an actual descendant of the Han bloodline, that it was his birthright. By doing so, he could label Cao Pi a traitor to the country for having deposed the Han Emperor. However, Liu Bei remained undecided, for he was still haunted by the death of Guan Yu.
Yes. We must defeat Wu.
But Cao Pi is the true threat. What is the point of attacking Wu?
What point? How dare you say that? Avenge Guan Yu's death. What other reason do we need? I'm sorry.
I bring news! General Zhang Fei! He has been killed! By his own men!
What?
The traitors have taken his head and fled to Wu!
Zhang Fei is dead.
For the first time in his life, Liu Bei decided to start a war rooted in hatred. Joining his sworn brother in the afterlife, Zhang Fei also passed away. The sworn brothers who had pledged to die at the same time had nearly fulfilled their oath. Meanwhile, Wu, who had betrayed Guan Yu and also killed Zhang Fei, still stood. Liu Bei brushed aside the pleas of Zhuge Liang and his other retainers, determined to launch a large-scale military campaign against Wu. Liu Bei's hatred, sorrow, and malice whipped through the sky above Yiling, signs of the impending storm. This battle would not be for justice, nor virtue, nor for the people. With a heavy heart, a pair of eyes looked upon the army of Shu, which had been transformed by vengeance. It was Zhao Yuan, the brave warrior who had fought so many battles alongside Guan Yu and Zhang Fei.
such vast numbers. The sorrow and anger that our Lord is feeling must be great indeed. But right now, he does not have any sense of perspective. He may resent it, and even decide to push me away. But if I don't keep him safe, then I will be dishonoring my great forebearers. Now, I must go to him!
Zhao Yun, what are you doing here?
You must withdraw! Allied reinforcements are on their way!
I will not! I must avenge my fallen brothers!
Take care of our lord!
Sir!
Lord Zhuge Liang, the rest is up to you.
Liu Bei and his army were dealt a crushing defeat at Yiling. Under the protection of Zhao Yun and Zhuge Liang, Liu Bei safely returned to Baidi Castle. Unable to fulfill his quest for revenge, he soon took ill. Despite his power and authority, he never abandoned his kindness and human decency. He was willing to give his own life if it might ease the people's suffering. The final chapter in the book of this man, who lived with passion and a zest for life, was about to come to a close.
Forgive me. I wanted a land of benevolence, like we had talked about. But I allowed my grief to consume me, and it cost men their lives.
Your mistakes are due to your benevolence.
You have supported me until the very last, my friend. My son, Liu Shan, he must take over when I am gone. But if he proves inadequate, then I want you to lead Shu.
But my lord...
Indeed, you are the one who has shown true benevolence until the very end.
My lord...
You must complete the task I have left unfulfilled. Ah, my brothers, my friends. I'm sorry I took so long. Now, we go. Together, always. Liu Bei died within the confines of Baidi Castle.
the imperial throne was taken over by his son Liu Shan, and Zhuge Liang was made prime minister. First, Zhuge Liang looked to repair the fractured relations with Wu and revitalize their alliance. And when things worsened between Wei and Wu, he took the opportunity to eliminate a different threat. Word of impending rebellion in Nanzhong. Zhuge Liang himself led the campaign south and forced the Nanzhong king, Meng Huo, to surrender.
My lord, what's the matter? Is something wrong?
I was just thinking about Lord Liu Bei.
My lord, perhaps this heat is getting to you?
Lord Liu Bei. After the battle at Tong Gate, I found myself surrounded, and he took me in when I had no place to go. Burdened by revenge, hatred, and with my own life in danger, I was saved from the darkness by the light from a land of benevolence. I wish to see that land of Lord Liu Bei's vision. This desire of mine, it has changed my outlook on things.
We shall carry that ambition of his into the future. When you look around, do you not think it to be so?
Well said, Master Zhao Yun. Let us go forth and realize that dream, no matter what hardships may lie before us.
That's the Ma Chao that I know and respect.
With his rear flank secure, Zhuge Liang was ready to lead the three armies on his northern campaign. He aimed to finally eliminate his longtime nemesis of Wei. The Shu army moved north from Hanzhong, heading for the three cities of Nan'an, Tianshui, and Anding. The world of virtue which he had sought together with Liu Bei. He could not let this dream simply vanish among the pages of history. The Shu military, joined by numerous peasant volunteers, marched north to strike at Wei. For Zhuge Liang and the rest of Shu, a long and arduous battle was just beginning.
My lord, your highness, the battle is about to begin.
Yes.
To fulfill the wishes of your father, I have dedicated my life to this cause. But should that not be enough this time?
What's the matter? You sound like it's all coming to an end. I would say that our battle is just beginning. Is that not so?
Yes, my lord. I apologize. Lord Liu Bei, your son has your spirit of benevolence. He and I will give our lives to fulfill your dream.
A most impressive strategy, my lord. But I still stand in your path. The battle is not over yet.
Had you abandoned your troops before, then you may well have been the victor here today.
No man with a heart could ever do such a thing.
It seems you too are a man who knows the spirit of benevolence.
Benevolence? Pillaging of the people is unacceptable. The injured must be tended to, even the enemy. We are the inheritors of my father's dream of benevolence. We must take pride in that.
Zhuge Liang led the Shu army to victory at Nan'an, Tianshui, and Anding, in addition to Mount Qi. He also obtained the talents of a brilliant young strategist, Jiang Wei. Determined to prevent Shu from gaining any additional momentum, Wei entrusted its army to the deviously clever Sima Yi. Zhuge Liang dispatched Ma Su to Jieting in order to face Sima Yi. However, Ma Su was no match for Sima Yi's intellect. Jieting fell to Wei, and Zhuge Liang lost all footholds from which he could easily attack Wei. Shu was forced to temporarily withdraw its forces. And yet, the officers and people of Shu still were determined to realize the land of virtue that Liu Bei had once sought.
My lord, it's getting cold out. Please come inside. Think of your health.
I know. I have no choice. Ma Su must take responsibility for his actions. Although it pains me more than anything. Yet if I don't, then how can I be a proper leader?
My lord.
It is clear. We must continue moving forward. Lord Liu Bei's land of benevolence. We must make it a reality. Even if it proves to be difficult.
I am your wife, my dear. Whichever path you take, no matter what, I will be there for you, forevermore.
This northern campaign would go on for years, and these events would be replayed again and again. Time passed, with neither Shu nor Wei gaining the upper hand. And eventually, Zhuge Liang fell ill. Knowing that his time was limited, Zhuge Liang summoned Jiang Wei, and together they set out on one last campaign north. The battle would take place on the Wujiang Plains against his nemesis, Sima Yi. And so the dragon summoned his last remaining strength and set out to fulfill the promise that he had made so many years ago.
I must lay the groundwork for certain victory here today. Before my life runs
you are. Our men await your orders.
Jiang Wei, it is time for you to lead our forces today.
But I'm not yet ready.
I will assist you. You must learn how to do this, my boy.
Yes, my lord. My men have seized your precious supplies and repelled all your devious plots. Sima Yi, how long are you going to hide? If you insist upon staying put, then you will die in your cowardice! Stand!
Zhao, get farther!
Come on, then.
Yeah! Don't you forget, if you wish to get at Zhuge Liang, you will have to go through me first.
The Shu army defeated Wei at the Wujiang Plains. The bravery and wisdom of Zhuge Liang's hand-picked successor, Jiang Wei, managed to overcome the cunning of Sima Yi. However, Sima Yi was not content to simply fade into the sunset with this defeat. And yet, under the clear and starry night, Zhuge Liang believed. He believed that even without him, Shu would go on fighting. Under the clear and starry night, Zhuge Liang looked, and he saw. He saw Liu Bei, Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, and all the other brave souls that had given their lives in search of peace.
Chang'an lies ahead, and beyond that, the capital of Wei, Luoyang. With Wu's help, we'll destroy Wei, and realize our Lord's dream.
The road to that goal is long and steep yet.
My lord?
But still, I have faith. I see the spirit of benevolence of Lord Liu Bei. I see it in you, Jiang Wei. And I see hope for the next generation.
You mustn't speak as if your time is done. We will do this together.
I hope so.
Lord Liu Bei! The heavens above! I hereby swear that I will make a land of benevolence a reality!
Xiaoba will be heading for Shu.
You don't wish us to give chase?
No. The Xiaho clan's achievements are well known. Killing him will bring unnecessary trouble.
He sides with his father's killers. To save his own hide. I couldn't do it.
Alright, we're getting out of here. You calmed down yet? How many times do I have to tell you not to rush in by yourself?
I won't retreat. Destroy Wei!
Why is that so important to you?
Zhuge, Liang, not here anymore. So I build land of virtue instead!
Okay, I see you've misunderstood a few things. Things will still be okay, even without him. The ideals Lord Liu Bei and Lord Zhuge Liang had. These things, they don't disappear just because they're dead. Here, take a look. We can all work together to build a land of benevolence.
Is this the exit? No, no, no. From what I've seen so far, it must be a trap.
We shall avenge Lord Guo.
Sorry, son, what's that? I can't hear you. It hurts, father.
It is nice that you two get along so well.
So this is the price of living free. Very well. To die on the battlefield is quite the honor. I cannot let you die on me.
You're awfully quiet. Not what I'd expect from the leader of a fallen army.
And you're not at all what I expected from a traitor to his kingdom. If anything, you have shown you possess the confidence and bearing of a true ruler.
I wish we could have met earlier, my lord.
sure feels good to know that Shu won't be giving us any more trouble. Hey, they'll hear you.
Here, drink up.
Oh! A song of Shu!
Does it make you sad to think of your country?
Not at all. In fact, I'm enjoying myself. There's no one around to tell me what to do anymore. No need to follow the dreams of the dead.
Too true. Too true. Those who built the three kingdoms were too idealistic. We have been trapped by their dreams, and that has kept the war going. But enough is enough. We must open our eyes. We are the new generation!
Sima Zhao took the title King of Jin and began his preparations for a new age. However, destiny had a different idea. He died a year later. His son, Sima Yan, forced the Emperor of Wei to abdicate, thereby destroying the kingdom of Wei. Later, he himself became emperor. Over time, Wu underwent political upheavals and began to lose power. 15 years after the establishment of the Kingdom of Jin, Wu surrendered to Jin.
No one can surpass